Good morning, welcome to my channel everybody. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 3rd of September. Oh, it's a beautiful morning guys, so I decided to come outside and shoot this little vid. We've had really bad, gusty, horrific winds probably for the last 3 days. It's been really bad. It's still a little breezy today, but I thought if I come out early and shoot, we might miss the wind. I am out here with my dog guys. I've got Sophie here and Sprockets. I don't know where Sprocket is, back there eating biscuits. There's loads of birds. Cheers everybody. I have got my raspberry lemonade. Still not on the coffee guys. I do miss the coffee, but I'm sure I'll get back on it soon. Okay, a little bit of admin. I haven't got a lot guys. They've been talking constantly here about the Boeing issues. We all know about the Boeing airlines. It's affecting pretty much everybody globally, I guess, if you think about the safety of flying. Of course, fear. We've had lots of documentaries on it, turning people off flying. You know, people would definitely be scared. They've been mentioning Virgin Airlines and all these airlines as well connected to this. It's just crazy. It doesn't make sense, does it? Cutting corners, all about money and the dollar, isn't it? So we've still got the Boeing issues just putting fear in everybody, which it is a realistic fear, I have to say, obviously. But turns people off flying. We know they don't want us little plebs and peasants flying around the countryside enjoying ourselves, do they? The other thing guys I just wanted to mention is did you see Biden come out and of course blowing Kamala's trumpet? He was holding her hand, and I don't know if you've seen the visual of that, but I'm sorry, that did not look like Biden. His face was absolutely smooth, no blemishes on it, and his eyes were like these little beady eyes. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It has to be a face mask. It seriously did not look like him, and it spoke and it made so much sense. It was all confident and you know, talking about what a wonderful president she'd make, you know how it goes. Just let me know what you guys thought, but I did not think that looked like his face. The eyes, there was something weird about the beady eyes, like it had to be a mask. Let me know what you guys think. I don't even know what to believe anymore. We know everything's just there's a lot of trickery in the world at the moment, isn't there, guys? We don't know what's real, what's not real. I just don't get it. But anyway, let me know what you thought about that. All right, how about we get straight into the reading, guys, without further ado, and see what comes up. Oh, they're showing me all these like global elites, these WEF puppet masters or whatever they call themselves. They're really rubbing their hands together. Their little plans are really rolling out now. They're really trying to speed this up. They're trying to get the ball rolling. They want to, what's the word? They want to, I guess, well, speed it up is what I'm getting. But they also want to make sure these things are starting to get implemented now, which we know they are starting to get implemented rather, and people are pretty much none the wiser. So I am getting that they're really starting to want to implement things now. When it comes to tracking and tracing, 15-minute cities, 20-minute neighborhoods, EV renewable crap that is just not going so well. If anyone has watched the M guy, the Australian guy on YouTube, you've got to go check it out. His videos are so funny. You know, no one, it's true, he talks a lot about how no one wants to park their EVs under the big apartment buildings because of the dangers, and the people are, for example, in Melbourne, etc., have got their cars out on the streets with the cord running across the pavement, you know, all just completely unsafe. We know how it goes. So go check out his channel. It's very funny, guys. He fills in all the gaps for you on the EV stuff. So, but this is what I'm getting. They want it sped up. They want it to be rolling out. They want this change. They want it to happen. We know they're very impatient. I mean, we've got certain people, like we know we've got, well, Trudeau. We've got Starmer wanting to roll everything out. Sorry, guys, I'm still trying to think of a name for him. I was going to say farmer, but I didn't want to insult the farmers. Oh, my God. I'll think of something, don't worry. We can't use STALIN because it's a bit like HITLER. So it does draw attention to my channel, guys. So we can't really use that, unfortunately. So yeah, there's ones that are really rolling it out. We know that Starmer's really pushing his WEF agenda. So they're wanting to speed this up. They're wanting it to move faster. They really want to get control of the people. I mean, they didn't, if you think about it, 4 or 5 years ago, it's probably 5 years ago now, I'm losing track, it's been so long. They didn't do that whole picky experiment for no reason. They wanted to know how many people will comply, how do people feel when they're really in fear, like what's going to work, what's not going to work. You know, they've done their research, so they know that they can keep pushing with other things like climate change, global warming, global boiling fear. We know all this, so this is where they're at. They're going to push, and they're going to start pushing really hard. I know this part of the year I said was going to be very confusing, guys, and it is. We knew it was going to be, but it's even more confusing than we all thought, isn't it, guys? We're still trying to piece it all together because nothing makes sense. All right. Oh, it's a little bit cool. Sorry, guys, I've got to blow my nose. All the pollens and everything come out in spring, don't they, guys? Sorry. Oh, God. You know how professional I am, guys. Oh, cheers to that. All right. England's rising. You're coming up. I keep saying it. I mean, we know we're still going to get the plasticine protests and all that. That's inevitable. But it's all this other. There's a lot of people rising now, guys, with other things. I keep saying there's this division, the immigrants and the citizens. There's this division. I am seeing England rising. England's still rising. You're getting in your strength and power now. And like a lot of you say, Starmer's not popular. People don't want him there. Unfortunately, though, like I say, he's there for a purpose. He's there to implement the things that he's been assigned on his little list of chores that he's got to bring in. So it's like they do their little stint and then they move on. They do their stint and they move on. And I'm sure they're getting a pretty cut out of it all, aren't they, guys? I'm sure Sushi went out on a pretty good... because they get it. Don't they get a permanent wage for life after being like a... What do you call them? The... Prime Minister. They get a pretty good income for life. Not that Sushi needed it, but anyway. All right, let's keep going. Getting Australia. Australians are really turning their back on Elbow. No one wants a bar to do with him. Everybody's waking up now. I feel like even the Indigenous Aboriginal people are waking up too. We know he was trying to get hold of their land. I think a lot of them are waking up too. Something's not adding up. People are turning their back on Elbow. Everyone's had enough of him because we know he's lied from day dot. He lied the minute he got in and was going to give everyone his electricity discounts. Never happened, guys. Never happened. And he's still promising it. I don't know if it's happened yet. Probably not. Full of lies. So no one's trusting anything that's coming out of Elbow's mouth. He's a very untrustworthy guy. And Australians are turning their back on him. We don't have much choice, though. Peter Dutton's not great either. But anyway, so Elbow hasn't won any friends and influenced people very well down under. We know why, because he sold us off to China. Oh, he's selling us off to everyone. Bloody Elbow. All right, let's keep going. Getting New Zealand, and they're showing me New Zealand's gone full circle. I feel like you've gone back to the way that you were. Things are much happier. Things are much brighter in New Zealand. The economy, I feel like your economies even might be improving, despite, there's still going to be hard times. I really do feel Chris Luxon works for the people's interests. I keep getting it. I do feel like you've gone full circle. You did definitely lose your way when Jabsinda was in. Everyone had no direction. There was so much confusion. But now I feel like you've gone full circle and you're finding your way back now. I feel like New Zealand's forging a really good path forward. New Zealand's starting to repair. It's almost, you know what it's showing me? It's showing me like you've got a wound and someone's put a Band-Aid over it, right? And all the gunk and the pus and the gook and all that's still stuck in the wound. But it's like, to me, Chris Luxon's taken the Band-Aid off and he's squeezing out all the gunk now and he's allowing things to heal in New Zealand by sort of exposing things but also allowing things to heal. He wants to make New Zealand better. I keep getting it. He's not just covering things up all the time. He's He's exposing things in order to heal. This is in New Zealand. And I think, to be honest, that was a lot to do with Jabcinda, because it really hurt and, oh, hi, Spock, and affected a lot of people. Oh, on the table. And come around this way. Right round. It's been a bit depressed, Spock, lately. It's a bit sad, isn't it? I gave him a clipping, guys. Have you seen his haircut? I clipped him on the weekend. Come here. Here he comes. You'll see his little haircut. He's such a cutie. He looks a bit thinner with his haircut. So that's what I'm getting. He wants to heal the old wounds. I mean, he would be aware. He worked with Jabcinda, didn't he? But I do feel he wants to heal a lot of those wounds and build the trust in people again. All right. I'm getting New Caledonia again. We know France owns New Caledonia, and it's been a big disaster at the moment. It's still in turmoil. There's some real rotten eggs running New Caledonia. Whoever's in charge in New Caledonia, I feel like it's definitely off the cards as a holiday destination at the moment. But I do feel like there's some rotten eggs at the top of the pecking order in New Caledonia who are trying to take over. We know that's what's happening. Things are going to get really ugly there. We're going to hear more about New Caledonia on the news. And it got a bit volatile before the Olympics. And Macron settled it down. But I feel like they're going to come after New Caledonia again. They're trying to take their democratic rights away. So I am getting that. It's going to get volatile again. So definitely don't go there for a holiday, guys. It's not going to be relaxing. So we're going to hear more about New Caledonia. They're showing me visuals of us, guys. Anyone who's awake, and if you're on my channel, you're awake because you found my channel. We're sitting back now they're showing us sitting back on our recliner, lounge chairs with the cushion, just really observing everything, but also in a relaxed state. We can relax now because all this is going on around us. All this awakening, everything that's happening is starting to unfold. We've been sort of waiting for this for a very long time, and we always used to say the awakening was slow as a snail, but now it's really starting to get charged up and sort of heated up. The awakening's starting to really roll on now. People are starting to see things for what they are, the lies, the garbage, the nonsense they're being fed. Oh, and I heard something the other day, guys, about, I think it was in Bali. You had to actually have protection against the Mpox, or you had to be screened that you didn't have Mpox and were bringing it. Was something absolutely ridiculous. Like, they're still pushing Mpox. Like, seriously, how can monkeypox be still getting pushed? People are still laughing at all that, aren't they, guys? But no, it's still very serious. You have to be very careful. And they show you all those horrible pictures of all the pustulas on TV all the time. But I am getting that people are starting to see that a lot of this is like a big joke, like it doesn't make any sense. And look at the EV thing, for example, the electric car thing. People are having terrible experiences with it. God, I bet all of us have known of someone who's had really bad experiences with not being able to charge your car up. You've got to wait like 2 hours. If you're not near a shopping centre, what are you going to just sit in your car for 2 hours? Like, seriously, things haven't been thought out so well. It's all good on paper, isn't it? But I am getting that. Things are really speeding up now. We can just sit back in our chairs, guys, keep getting on with our lives, keep creating our lives, keep living our best lives, and just let all this unfold. Because it's not our worry anymore. That's what I keep getting. As much as we laugh and see it and know what's going on. I mean, it is laughable, isn't it? Some of the stuff they're doing. Oh, God. But we're allowed to, we always talk about that detachment, finding that and learning how to detach from all the garbage and nonsense that is going on out in the world. We have to keep finding that space, guys, because it's not for us to manage it anymore. We've already removed ourselves from it. We chose not to go down that path. We chose a different road and a different path, the one we call Terra Bella here, if you're new, which is our beautiful earth. We chose to live out in nature. We chose not to live on the metaverse. We chose to not have AI take over our lives, even though it's taking over a lot of people's lives and they're losing jobs by the day. But no one talks about that, do they, guys? All right, let's keep going. Getting Washington, D.C. There might be some drama around Washington, D.C. Sophie, always in the dirt. Picking up the dirt, Sophie. It's a ding-dong, isn't it? I'm getting Washington, D.C. Could be like, I'm getting more like alien encounter or some, who knows. They just, could be a hologram. We don't know, guys. I am getting Washington, D.C. A little bit of drama. Could be drama around there. Some sort of drama. There's always a bit of drama around there, though, isn't there? Yeah. I am getting Florida, and they're giving me like shootings. But to me, when I get this, I don't like saying a lot of negative things. But what I'm saying here is they're wanting to put fear in people in Florida. Florida is one of those places. We know Ron DeSantis has kept it very flowing over the last few years as it originally was. He didn't put a lot of restrictions and lockdowns on them. But I do feel like there's some sort of fear being placed in Florida. They want to scare people from sort of going to Florida. Well, we know the elites all go there, don't they? We know they all go there for their holidays. That's not a secret. But there's some sort of fear whether they arrest some gunman that's wandering the streets, or probably half a setup. We know how good they are at setting these things up. There could be something like that happens in Florida, and then it becomes this feeling of unsafe. We know how it works, but it's usually pretty much all planned. It's like when, for example, when we went to our protest marches in Canberra, on the news they had that there was all these radical people, and they had these two guys, and it was all a big setup. You could tell they had guns in their boots and they were all causing trouble, but you could tell the guys were like actors, like they just didn't fit the crowd. It was so obvious. But this is the kind of thing I mean, that the fear again. But I'm getting a bit of fear around Florida. They don't want Florida to be the safe place. They want it to be, they want to scare people. It just never ends, does it? Just all these paid actors that we talk about. Example, the stop oil protesters, etc. Never boring, is it, guys? I am getting something like that in Florida. Oh, God. Hey, guys, did you see in Germany there is a lot going on? I keep saying the young ones are standing up, and they are, and they're calling them far right. They're all far right. You've probably seen a bit of it on the news. Look it up if you haven't. But they're marching. They're quite peaceful. Nothing's got out of control yet. They're just wanting to stand up against their government, but they're terrible far right people. Like, seriously? What the hell is going on, guys? Let's see if there's one more thing. Hang on. Yeah, getting Europe's rising. Europe's still going to stand up. If they have to, show me the wave going across Europe. It's that domino effect, you know, when someone stands up, then another place will stand up, and another place, and another place. That's what happened. Look how, when Europe stood up, UK stood up. This is what happens. Oh, not Australia. They're a bunch of gutless wonders. I won't hold my breath for them to stand up, guys. That's for sure. Like I always say to you, diddly do nothing down here. Same old freedom fighters that do everything. Let's pull some lunar pin cards, guys. Oh, it's getting a bit fresh now out here, guys. Ooh. Could blow my nose. Sorry, guys. Get Sophie in the background. The birds are beautiful, aren't they? Hey, Spock, what you doing? He's been a bit sad. Poor old Spocky. I suppose when you're blind, it's got to be a little bit heartbreaking. You can't do a lot. He really looks at me. If I have a bath, he even lays next to me in the bathroom while I'm watching Netflix. I have a few baths now with the help the muscles. 4 of Cups. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. We've even got one of the cups flowing off like a little angel above, which I see as really great energy. Our cups are really filling up and rising. Look at that. It's very positive, guys, isn't it? I love that. We've grown wings. And I'm getting that song again. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again and learn to live so free. Isn't that beautiful? That's the song I'm getting. Take these broken wings, learn to fly again, learn to live so free. We are living free now. We choose that. We don't want their nonsense. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. This is pretty positive. Look at that. Oh, we've got the snail too, the people waking up. Still pretty slow. But look, she's got her best pearls on. She's got abundance, wealth. That's how I see. And the birds flying, look. And I'm getting that song by Michael Bublé. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Freedom is alive, and I know how I feel. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me. It is when you awaken, isn't it? It's a new life. You just feel freer. Oh, 6 of Wands. Look, this is so cute. Look at everybody getting together there. And I think of Wands, I think of Swords. And we're just staying in our own truth, our power, our strength. It's beautiful. Always ready to charge forth and fight for things that we believe in. But, you know, we've come together. And like I always say, you have to come together in order to fight these things. You can't do it individually. You have to do it en masse. I always say that to you guys. Let me see if there's one more thing to close with today. They're giving me that Guns N' Roses song, Where Do You Go Now? We've had that quite a few times when, you know, it's easy to get lost and feel like you don't know where you're going. Where do you go now? I. Where do you go now? I'm getting that song. And I think that's probably for us. Sometimes we kind of question, where do we go now? Like, what happens next? Where do we go now? Like, you know, we fought for our freedom. We're trying to live our best lives. Like, where do we go now? And I think what the guides are trying to say there is just let it unfold. You don't have to overthink it. You can create your own reality, of course, but you also got to go with that flow and just allow things to happen and allow things to come into your life. We used to do a lot of manifesting actually on this channel. Maybe we manifest something today. Hang on, I'm just going to give you something to manifest. I'm getting a pineapple today. Could be anything. It could be a real pineapple, a pineapple ornament, a picture of a pineapple, doesn't matter. We do quite a bit of manifesting here. So you have to find a pineapple today, and that will let you know that you're flowing on your path nicely. These are just things that pop up in our experience to let us know that we are open to things coming to us. They're just little experiments, guys. Let me see if there's one more thing. Oh, they're giving me that song by Neil Diamond. This is such a pretty song. I love this song. I'm going to leave you with this today. Shiloh. Shiloh, when I was young, I used to call your name. Then no one else would come. I'm just getting that song because I think as young people, I think a lot of us as sensitives, intuitives, psychics, I think a lot of us felt very lonely as children. We never quite fitted in. We were so sensitive to other people's feelings and emotions. We took a lot of things on board, and it often made you feel very isolated and different and strange. I'll actually leave a video over here about feeling weird and different. So I'm going to leave you with that song. That's such a beautiful song, Shiloh. I'm going to leave you with Shiloh today. I love that song. I think it's about his invisible friend, isn't it? Or, I'm not sure, but I do love that song. I do love Neil Diamond. I know a lot of you love Neil Diamond. So I'm going to leave you with that today. All right, take care. Go find your pineapples. And I will say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care. Don't forget, like buttons. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you here. And please feel free to comment. It's lovely to hear from you. Gives us a bit of confirmation of what's happening around the world, because as we know, mainstream media doesn't always give us the truth. Take care, everybody, and have a wonderful day. From me and the doggos. Oh, there they are. Look at Spocky. Spocky's had his little haircut and he still doesn't look very skinny, does he? All right, there's Sophie at the clothesline. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Bye.